Pan Lydian was pushed back by a tremendous force, the sword energy less than half a foot away from him. Sneak attacking an old man, just like old Demon G, the #1 expert of the Clarity Sect. You can't even defeat me, a 6-leaf. Why risk your life for that old Demon G? You are too green. Pan Lydian's palms glowed with golden light. He stomped his feet, stabilizing his figure and stopping his retreat. The primal energy and forceful energy of both sides clashed secretly, making a humming sound. Primal energy outburst. Fonglu was knocked back by the sudden appearance of forceful energy, looking at Pan Lydian with horror in his eyes. This move numbed his arms, caused pain in his chest, and made his blood and vitality churn ceaselessly. Forceful energy glowing with golden light surrounded his whole body, blocking the sky-filling arrow energy outside. With a heaven-grade weapon in hand, the surrounding experts of the sword path dare not attack easily. Cultivation not yet recovered, bearing heavy injuries, yet still able to resist for so long. I admire you. I admire you. Pan Lydian shook his wine gourd, but unfortunately, it was already empty. It's no fun without wine to drink. Fonglu waved his hand again, and more than a dozen cultivators of the sword path around him dove down on their swords. No matter what, you won't last long. Character seals form a formation. Pan Lydian's gourd blocked all the character seals outside, and Pan Lydian began to cough. Here comes the chance. Drunk until the end. As the character seals fell, the wine gourd suddenly erupted with dozens of forceful energy seals. Each seal was shaped like the wine gourd, exploding towards the surroundings. Bang, bang, wine gourd forceful energy seals. Fonglu looked solemnly at Pan Lydian, who was surrounded in the core. Pan Lydian's figure also vanished from his original spot at this moment, crashing around like a wandering ghost. Avatar. He had already seen that Pan Lydian was suffering from internal injuries. As long as he stalled him, it would definitely not be a problem. The 100 Tribulation Insight Avatar stood in the air, 6 leaves opened, and everyone else's avatars also activated. Now is the time. One sword breaks the void. The character seals and gourd forceful energy seals all disappeared. Pan Lydian lay on his back on the ground, feeling the stifled energy in his chest surging up from time to time. It wasn't that he couldn't block it, but because his reaction and ability couldn't keep up. He had enough experience, history, and skills to cope, but alas, he really couldn't keep up. Old man, accept your fate. To think Fongqinghe had taught a disciple like you. How could Fonglu not hear the sarcasm in these words? He raised his hand and struck out with a palm. The palm print hit. Pan Lydian crossed his arms to block it, sliding backward. The Clarity Sect's #1 expert, Pan Lydian, nothing more than this. Eldest senior brother, don't waste words with him, the sect master said. End the battle quickly. My father often said that the orthodox sects die from talking too much. No rush. I have never fought such an expert before. This is an 8-leaf. Who doesn't want to become a figure admired by everyone? Who doesn't want to become an expert feared by others? Don't hide it. This junior wants to witness your elegance. Another palm print went out, and Pan Lydian retreated again and again. Fonglu knocked Pan Lydian back palm after palm. See that? This is the so-called 8-leaf. Eldest senior brother, we can't delay any longer. My mom said, orthodox sects die from talking too much and perish from a cheap mouth. Fonglu's eyes became colder. All the disciples of the Shocking Heavens school hovered over, looking down at Pan Lydian lying on the ground. Pan Lydian suddenly coughed violently, his chest heaving unsteadily. Old senior, if you want to blame someone, blame yourself for choosing the wrong team. Ha ha ha. Pan Lydian laughed aloud. He looked up at the disciples of the Shocking Heavens school looking down at him from the sky, looked up at the Stardust night sky, looked up at the past, looked up at scenes of long-gone glory, and looked up at his spirited appearance when he was young. Ha ha. The laughter was deafening. Pan Lydian suddenly slapped the ground with both palms. If this old man returned to his youth, how would I allow you all to smile? Pan Lydian suddenly erupted with overwhelming primal energy, condensing into sword energy. It smashed towards the surroundings. Fonglu's eyes widened, activating his avatar and retreating rapidly backward. All the other disciples of the Shocking Heavens school followed and flew backward. 8-leaf golden lotus, 100 Tribulation Insight. Holding the golden gourd tightly in a single palm, he stared at the rapidly retreating Fonglu. Fonglu's face changed drastically, his heart trembling violently, instantly thrown into confusion. He almost forgot that was once the #1 expert of the Clarity Sect. How could such a Taoist expert not know the sword path? How could he have no ability to protect himself? Why are you only staring at me alone? Don't follow me. In Pan Lydian's eyes, there was only Fonglu. Wherever Fonglu retreated, he chased. An 8-leaf avatar chasing a 6-leaf avatar was like an adult chasing a child. Fonglu felt more and more uncomfortable as he retreated, his eyes already filled with fear. Wherever the sword energy went, everything was razed to the ground. Trees fell one after another, as if cut into fragments by blades. That 8-leaf golden lotus avatar looked down at him, just as he had looked down at Pan Lydian moments ago. How is this possible? This old man's golden gourd hasn't been unsealed for a long time. Today I'll use you to unseal it first. The golden gourd shone with great light, smashing down towards Fonglu. Boom! Fonglu had almost no chance to scream before being hit by the golden gourd. A circular deep pit appeared before their eyes. The red glow on Pan Lydian's face also faded at this time. The 8-leaf avatar paused in the air for a moment before dissipating between heaven and earth, falling from midair into the circular deep pit. Those disciples disciples of the Shocking Heavens school who had struggled desperately to escape looked at the dissipating avatar in disbelief, but no one dared to approach. Go back and report to the sect master. Eldest senior brother died in a bloody battle with Pan Lydian. Pan Lydian burned his energy center in Energy Sea. How could the remaining people dare to go forward? They turned around one after another and disappeared into the darkness. And in that circular deep pit, Pan Lydian lay quietly for quite a while. He had wandered the 4 directions all year round, with the sky as his blanket and the earth as his bed. He was long accustomed to resting in such harsh environments. Even if he burned his energy center in Energy Sea, he would not regret it. Shocking Heavens School Discussion Hall. Eldest senior brother fought a bloody battle with Pan Lydian. Who knew that old thing would burn his Energy Sea? Fonglu is dead? After listening to the disciples' report, Fongqinghe frowned deeply. He couldn't quite believe it. The big picture is more important. Pan Lydian burned his Energy Sea, so that equals losing combat power. Hua Wudao is a cowardly turtle. The people from 7 Stars Villa will contain him then. Lin Luo is said to be heavily injured in Tangzi Town. The Celestial Masters sect will deal with him. Talisman seals counter the Dao escape technique. He can't run. The Horizontal Channel School, Principled Forest School, Rui Nunnery, and Loyal Heart sect will join forces with us to deal with old Demon G alone. We also cannot underestimate the disciples of the Evil Sky Pavilion. Although Duan Mushing and Ming Shirin are suppressed by old Demon G, they are not mediocre people. Moreover, with Wuya there, we have to be on guard. Wuya is a traitor to the Evil Sky Pavilion. With old Demon G's temper, he won't let him off easily. Shangrong's life or death is unknown. He won't appear. The other disciples cannot reverse the tide of battle. What about Zhenghai? What Fongqinghe worried about most was this Zhenghai. After all, Zhenghai was the first disciple of the Evil Sky Pavilion. On the surface, he was the Evil Sky Pavilion's biggest traitor, but anyone with discerning eyes could see that although the Underworld sect had grown to this day, it still maintained awe for the Evil Sky Pavilion. The 4 great protectors running away upon seeing the pavilion master of the Evil Sky Pavilion was no longer news in the cultivation world. Sect master, please rest assured, Zhenghai is currently confronting the Imperial family. To increase the difficulty for him, people from the Loyal Heart sect went to the Roli tribe. The Underworld sect won the battle in Liang province, killing the 4th prince and 2,000 experts from Roli and Lulan. The Roli royal family is itching to tear Zhenghai into 10,000 pieces. The Loyal Heart sect colluding with Roli. Aliens are aliens after all. Their true goal is probably to throw the Great Yen world into chaos, right? The 7 great sects are already riding a tiger and cannot get off. The Horizontal Channel School has even invited their patriarch out of his cave. Although Fonglu died, he died a worthy death. If there is no sacrifice, what reason is there to obtain more benefits when trampling the Evil Sky Pavilion flat? Order someone to go to the incident site, find Fonglu's corpse, and bury him thickly. Evil Sky Pavilion, East Pavilion. After Lu Zhou examined the ancient sheepskin map for a while, he did not continue looking. He had already mastered 4 kinds of heavenly book divine powers. 1. Sentient beings language divine power. 2. Dharma extinction wisdom divine power, range attack. 3. Past lives insight divine power, belongs to imitation type divine powers. 4. Formless wisdom divine power, healing. The first 3 had been used many times and were basically understood. It was just this 4th heavenly book divine power that he wasn't too familiar with. It seemed like healing, and also like the recovery of vitality. If so, could he show it to the old fellows and let their cultivation recover faster? 4th senior brother's flying letter. Disciple has already spread the cultivation method of severing the golden lotus to multiple places. Additionally, disciple received news that the demon-slaying alliance has been formally established. Beware of rats. The patriarch of the Principled Forest School has come out of the mountain. Also beware of patriarchs from other sects. Disciple has found a branch of the dark net. Disciple will question Yixing properly and report back after investigating clearly. Respectfully, Ming Shirin. Master, what do we do now? The grudges between the Evil Sky Pavilion and the 10 great famous sects should also be concluded. Mr. Fifth, bad news. Elder Pan is heavily injured. Heavily injured? What happened? I don't know either. Where is he? Not earlier, not later, but something happened right at this time. How could it not make people suspicious? Associating it with Ming Shirin's flying letter, it was hard for Lu Zhou not to think towards the 7 great famous sects. Mr. Third and Mr. Eighth had gone down the mountain. Lu Zhou had only felt pressure once when facing the 10 great famous sects, and that was at the beginning of his crossing over. At that time, his cultivation was lost, and several wicked disciples had their own thoughts, making it difficult to deal with. Not long after, Duan Mushing and Zhu Honggong carried Pan Lydian up the mountain. The 2 carefully placed Pan Lydian on the ground. Lin Luo and Pan Zhong rushed over. Pan Zhong checked his breathing. Both were stunned by Pan Lydian's injuries. Lin Luo usually bickered with Pan Lydian, coming and going. Friction was constant between the 2. Fighting and fighting, they developed affection. Seeing Pan Lydian's miserable state, how could he not be shocked? Pan Zhong needed no mention. Since the 2 met, Pan Lydian guided his cultivation every day, hiding no secrets and holding back no clumsiness, teaching him hand in hand. Even his father hadn't treated him this way. How could Pan Zhong remain indifferent? Pan Zhong moved aside a body's width, and Lin Luo reached out with a single palm. Symptoms after burning the energy sea. He was already injured, and he burned his energy sea again. Is he crazy? When I found him, he was lying at the foot of the mountain. He must have fought with someone who sneak attacked our evil Sky Pavilion's people from behind. So despicable and shameless. If I, old Zhou, catch him, I will definitely tear him into 10,000 pieces. Lin Luo pushed his palm and channeled energy, strands of primal energy entering Pan Lydian's energy sea. He seemingly forgot that he was also a person with unhealed injuries, treating Pan Lydian without scruples. Seeing this scene, it was hard to believe this person was Lin Luo, the #1 person on the blacklist 300 years ago. Lin Luo only killed people. When had he ever saved people? After a moment, Lin Luo raised his palm and took a deep breath. The energy sea is more than half burned. The situation is not optimistic. I'm afraid only the Pavilion Master can treat it. Everyone looked at Lu Zhou. Lu Zhou sized up the scars on Pan Lydian's body while thinking, could the 4th heavenly book Divine Power treat an injury like a burned energy sea? In Pan Lydian's current state, apart from trying the heavenly book Divine Power's treatment, other means seemed of little use. Even the critical heal card only alleviated his pain. It was difficult to recover the injury of the energy sea. If the energy sea was ruined, then he would no longer be a cultivator. Moreover, this was not the first time Pan Lydian had ruined his energy sea. This was the second time. Old injuries unhealed, new injuries added. The difficulty could be imagined. Lin Luo, Pan Zhong, as well as Duan Mushing and Zhu Hongdong quickly retreated, making space. Lu Zhou came to Pan Lydian's side, raised his right hand, and as his long sleeve hung down, a faint blue lotus appeared in his palm. Everyone held their breath. They all felt the powerful vitality brought by the blue lotus in Lu Zhou's palm, as well as the terrifying cultivation contained within the blue lotus. When treating Yongning, separated by doors and windows, they didn't see the scene on the spot. This was their first time witnessing it with their own eyes in the true sense. The blue lotus continued to rotate like a tide. When the blue lotus was about right, Lu Zhou turned his palm downward, and the blue lotus fell, landing on Pan Lydian's chest. The blue lotus rotated on Pan Lydian's body, stirring up turbine-like blue ripples. Powerful vitality and healing ability treated Pan Lydian's energy sea and his pre-existing injuries. It lasted for a full quarter of an hour before the blue lotus faded and disappeared. Such powerful vitality energy. It's not a corpse reanimating, is it? Old Pan, if you're dead, just blink. I came back to life. Awake! You scared me to death. Are you okay? Who beat you up like this? Fortunately, the Pavilion Master took action. Otherwise, if you died, I could only guard your tomb. Get lost. This old man won't die. Still stubborn. This old man thanks the Pavilion Master. Who harmed you? Tell me everything. Pan Lydian sighed lightly and told Lu Zhou the sequence of events one by one. This is also good. From now on, this old man can be considered even with Fongqinghe. Duan Mushing frowned slightly. This matter seemed like suffering a big loss no matter how you looked at it. Back when this old man left the Clarity Sect, Fongqinghe helped secretly. This old man's life was originally a rotten one. Living until today is enough. They thought this old man would definitely die, but this old man, even if crawling, would crawl back to the evil Sky Pavilion. Everyone was surprised in their hearts. As Pan Lydian sighed, he felt a strange gaze from the Pavilion Master. You feel you can be even? What does the Pavilion Master mean? Elder Pan, you have lived all these years in vain, not even understanding this bit of logic. Do you know how many people are waiting for this old man to die? Do you know how many people are waiting to trample the gates of the evil Sky Pavilion? The Pavilion Master is right. Even if I feel we can be even, will the Shocking Heavens School think so? This debt of the Shocking Heavens School is noted. Do not say this old man holds grudges, and do not say this old man is heartless. But if there was any reason to speak of, how could the evil Sky Pavilion accept these people's repeated provocations without a bottom line? Master is right. Your energy sea has not fully recovered. Nurse your health and breath yourself. Help him down. Pan Zhong took Pan Lydian back. What's wrong with Elder Pan? Stupidity caused internal injuries. No need to pay attention. Pan Lydian stumbled and almost fell. Walk faster. Look at you. Can you walk fast? I told you to walk faster, so walk faster. Cough cough. The two quickened their pace and disappeared from view, not looking at all like they had just been injured. Is old Pan acting? Big mouth. Disciple will slap my own mouth right now. Lu Zhou did not continue to pay attention. He noticed a flying letter in little Yuan'er's hand. That shameless flying letter from Jian'ai. Disciple will read it. Old Senior. Two things. A report from Liang Province. The Roly people suddenly crossed the natural moat and attacked Liang Province. The Underworld Sect is indeed much worse without Wuya. Now the Underworld Sect and the Roly people are fighting. I'm afraid it won't end for a while. Second thing. Be careful of the demon-slaying alliance. You, Elder, must hold on. This junior can only watch the battle from far, far away. La. Annoying. La, your big head ghost. Little Yuan'er tore the flying letter to shreds, threw it at her feet, and stomped and twisted it fiercely. Seeing the little junior sister's posture, Zhu Hongdong felt depressed inside. He would probably only be bullied in this lifetime. Lu Zhou stroked his beard and nodded. Understood. After speaking, he returned to the East Pavilion, respectfully sending off Master. This bunch of orthodox famous sects is really hateful. We must think of a way to deal with them. Just you? Duan Mushing glanced at Zhu Hongdong dismissively, then turned and left. True. Go ask 7th senior brother. He definitely has a way. Where my boxing glove gloves and kill in all 4 directions. Not long after, Zhu Honggong appeared in front of the reflection cave. He didn't rush in but first poked his head in to look at the situation inside. Get out. Ah, 7th senior brother. Why are you still studying? I told you to get out. Can't you understand? I haven't even gone in. Where does get out come from? No. I have business. 7th senior brother. The orthodox path has now organized a demon-slaying alliance. Just like last time, besieging Golden Court Mountain. Quickly think of a way. Demon-slaying alliance? Whose news? That whatever Jiang little cheap. Jiang is reasonably reliable. Yes. It's that Jiang little cheap. The 10 great famous sects are down to only 7. Having suffered twice, they will definitely make ample preparations this time. How is Master's condition? Average, I guess. It feels like he, the elder, is not attending to proper duties all day, hiding in his room doing who knows what. You arrange Master like that? Zhu Honggong quickly covered his mouth. What about the cultivation of those 3 old fellows? Don't mention it. That guy Pan Lydian was tricked halfway and beaten up by a group. If Master hadn't taken action, he'd probably be dead. Elder Hua excels at turtle defense. No powerful combat capability. Elder Lung has amazing movement techniques, slippery like a loach. In a head-on clash, neither is as good as Pan Lydian. That is the truth. After all, Pan Lydian still has the heaven-grade weapon, the wine gourd, in his hand. He is a Taoist expert worthy of the name. In that case, the evil Sky Pavilion is in some danger. That Hua Wudao is okay, fast becoming a 3-leaf divine archer. If it were in the past, anyone below 5 leaves might have been considered a great help, but this time is different. After the theory of severing the Golden Lotus spread, plus Master's lifespan limit, the 7 great sects will very likely fight desperately. Then what do we do? Notify eldest senior brother? With such a situation, only if Yu Shanghai appears with the 4 great protectors can it be solved. What a coincidence. The Roli people launched a surprise attack on Liang province and started fighting with eldest senior brother. Is it really a coincidence? Is there news of 2nd senior brother? Coincidence again. Eldest senior brother was likely designed against and contained. 2nd senior brother is missing. The evil Sky Pavilion can only rely on me. Speaking like this, aren't you afraid of being beaten by Master? Old 8. In these 2 days, no matter what, you must beg Master to unlock my cultivation. No matter what. Remember this. Oh right, 7th senior brother is also a 6-leaf. Zhu Honggong raised his fist and slapped his thigh fiercely. Damn, he forgot he was wearing boxing gloves again. Mount Sorcerer, Wu Xian Mountain. Today, Mount Sorcerer welcomed long-lost sunlight. The golden setting sun passed through the towering trees and landed on the pure white snow, like a mountain painting. Someone, it's really damn cold. Move faster. The map marking shouldn't be wrong. This is the tomb of Xuanhua, the gentleman's kingdom that disappeared over 300 years ago. Boss, this is our first time robbing an alien's tomb. So exciting. Strictly speaking, the gentleman's kingdom doesn't count as aliens. Winners are kings, losers are bandits. History books have been branded. Wanting to change it is as hard as ascending to the heavens. Who cares what race? Just don't let it be empty, making us rejoice for nothing. Kacha. That stone door hummed and slowly moved open. Opened. Boss, what is that? Wild wolves. Truly evil. Let's retreat. I heard that tombs guarded by wolf packs aren't very auspicious. You're afraid? If you're afraid, leave. When we get the goods, there's no share for you. Once this was said, everyone had no objections. Having come all this way with great difficulty, how could they give up halfway? First crossing the corridor, the ground full of sitting white bones made the 5 people click their tongues in wonder. While searching for valuable things, they guarded against possible traps around them. The crowd swarmed forward. The boss's gaze was like fire, landing inside the inner door, on that sword on the ground. Heaven grade? We're rich. 1 heaven grade is enough for us to eat and drink spicily for a lifetime. Careful of hidden weapons. Piers might have been here. Hidden weapons scattered on the ground. Piers? Then is this sword theirs? The boss among the 5 could be considered a cultivator with decent cultivation. Manipulating objects from a distance was not a problem. Who cares whose it is? Come here to daddy. The sword body trembled, only shaking in place. Brahma Sea Realm actually can't move it. Daddy doesn't believe in this evil. Boss, add oil. Go for it. Put in more effort. The blade of that sword suddenly glowed red, hovered in the air, and then flew towards the 5 people. Boss, you. It wasn't me. Before he had time to explain, the 4 people fell to the ground one after another, devoid of breath. That sword suddenly turned vertical and went down. The well cover instantly cracked in half. The blade glowed with an even more dazzling red light. The tomb raiding boss instantly felt a chill down his spine, his face covered in sweat. Those who violate the Xuanhua tomb die. What kind of demon or ghost popped out suddenly, coming to claim his life? He wasn't looking at me, but placed his gaze outside, unknown what he was thinking. This wasn't a ghost. This was a living person hiding in the Xuanhua tomb. Wolf howls passed through the mountain ranges, passed through the forest, and swept over the white snow. You, who are you? 3 loud cowdows. That tomb raider dared not neglect. Towards the piles of white bones in the Xuanhua tomb. Knock, knock, knock. 3 loud cowdows. His forehead was already numb, feeling no pain at all. Just as he turned his head, the stone door of the Xuanhua tomb slowly closed. Shang Rong raised his head and looked at the wolf pack sitting and standing on that hillock. It's you guys again. I am very well. Oh, I leave this place to you. Oh, I'll take it that you understood. Shangrong slowly turned around and walked towards the southeast. Perhaps because he hadn't enjoyed the feeling of stepping on snow for a long time, Shangrong didn't travel through the air. Just like this, step by step, he walked across the snow, walked through the forest, and arrived in front of a mountain. Raising his right hand, the avatar appeared. A three-leaf nascent divinity tribulation realm sword demon, a cultivator of this realm. For a very long period in the past, Shangrong wouldn't even spare a glance. Weak, very weak, truly too weak to enter his Dharma eye. The weakest sword demon in history. Looking out, it was a world of snow seas, seeing no end. Flying fast from the green jade altar took 5 days. Returning with three-leaf cultivation would take at least 10 days. Just such a road. The young Shangrong, relying on a flesh body with zero cultivation and will, trekked over mountains and rivers for several months. Suspending in the air overlooking the earth, he flew towards the southeast. Sunset, night falls. In the reflection cave, see Wuya threw the math problems at hand aside. The great universe is full of wonders. Where on earth did Master get these weird and strange questions? To this day, apart from the first 2 questions, he hadn't solved a single one of the subsequent questions. Rustle, rustle. A strange sound came from beside his ear. Who dares to be so bold? Sect Master, Extinguishing. How can it be you? Subordinate is here to rescue you out. Wait, who asked you to come? Sect Master, time is precious. The 7 great sects have organized an alliance. By then, the entire Golden Court Mountain will be a storm of blood. You are in danger here. You came just in time. Tell me the situation of the 7 great sects. Sect Master, Extinguishing paused. Obey orders. After getting out, unite the insiders in the 7 sects and investigate their trump cards clearly. Subordinate obeys. It's just, how does Subordinate notify the Sect Master? I can't climb up every time. Fly a letter to the evil Sky Pavilion is fine. Sect Master, my mind is made up. Go down the mountain. For the sake of Old Fourth and Old Eighth, I'll spare you once. I hope you can be of help. Zhou, as usual, first exercised his muscles and bones, simultaneously habitually glancing at the remaining lifespan in the system. No surprise, another day less. Master 10,000 peace. Master longevity boundless. Good morning to you. What is it? What matter? Master, the demon-slaying alliance is deceiving people too much. Disciple thought of ways all night and thought of a good method. 7th senior brother has 6-leaf cultivation. Combined with the peacock feather, even a 7-leaf wouldn't dare underestimate him. Disciple suggests unlocking his cultivation. You wanna plead for him? This was within Zhou's expectations. After all, Zhu Honggong and Si Wuya walked very close, and the relationship between the two had always been good. Disciple dares not. Disciple just feels the evil Sky Pavilion is in danger and needs 7th senior brother to stand up. Even you feel that I, your master, have no way to deal with this bunch of orthodox sects? Disciple didn't mean that. Disciple dares not. You have the precious Zen robe protecting your body and the boxing glove weapon. Although you condensed the 100 tribulation inside avatar, you haven't opened a single leaf yet. Instead of wasting time pleading for that wicked disciple, you might as well cultivate properly. Disciple obeys. Zhu Honggong wanted to cry but had no tears in his heart. Why was it completely different from what he thought? Master crushed all his thoughts and backbone into nothingness with one sentence. Tell that wicked disciple, as long as he doesn't find the memory crystal, he stays in the reflection cave for another day. Disciple obeys. That's how it is. Since Master is so stubborn, how to preserve the evil Sky Pavilion? I'm out of ideas too. If I say 2 more sentences, I'm afraid I'll also have to come to the reflection cave. This matter isn't your fault. By the way, is there news of 4th senior brother? At the critical moment, not one can be counted on. Facing such a situation, even he felt it was thorny. You go back first. I'll think of another way. Nightfall. Zhou sensed the heavenly book's extraordinary power. To treat Pan Lydian, 1/3 of the energy was consumed. To recover, it would take at least 5 days. Continue comprehending the heavenly book. Once entering the heavenly book state, Zhou seemed to enter a state of complete selflessness. His whole body bathed in a very peculiar and comfortable feeling. Before, he couldn't understand the meaning of these characters at all, but when the heavenly book unfolded, it would form some basic formulas. The unfolding of the heavenly book seemed like selecting characters from a sea of characters to form sentences. Duan Mushing, carrying the Overlord's spear, flew back and forth at the mountainside from time to time. He saw firelight lighting up at the foot of Golden Court Mountain. 100 tribulation insight avatar sacrificed. The resonance sound of the avatar was enough to attract the attention of the evil Sky Pavilion. Figures flew out from the South Pavilion, hovering in the air. The 7 great sects are here? Not clear, but this firelight likely signifies a change. Don't fall for their plan to lure the tiger from the mountain. Duan Mushing nodded. Yueshing, Elder Hua, today you will keep watch. Hua Yueshing had already become a 3-leaf divine archer. With her ability, as long as she stood high in the sky, within a range of several miles, whatever her gaze reached could be hit. Her keeping watch was most suitable. Fire attack, brazen and daring. Duan Mushing shouted. Do not be reckless. Should we let the fire burn? Saw them. Hua Yueshing held the derived moon palace bow. Falling moon bow. Golden forceful energy wrapping around the bow. Was someone sacrificing an avatar on the mountain just now? Trying to scare us with an avatar again? Seeing this, the others suddenly felt shocked in their hearts. The fire has already started. Retreat quickly. Shot dead 4 people. The visibility of the others was bad. Very hidden. Hard hard to shoot, basically all fled. Rats are rats after all, only fit to use this kind of method to invade the evil sky pavilion. Must stop the big fire. I'll do it. Hua Wudao stepped on the void, halos appearing step by step, diving downwards. Golden shining characters floated out one by one, rotating around Hua Wudao, just like a golden light ring falling down the mountain. When Hua Wudao landed, the fire had already burned into a line, speeding up, spreading towards Golden Court Mountain. Clearly, this big fire was a prepared appetizer. The fire got closer and closer. Hua Wudao finished observing, calm and unhurried, and walked into the sea of fire. When he took a step, a bagua seal appeared under his feet. As the bagua seal moved forward with his steps, the characters on his body emerged again. 9 golden shining character seals rotated around Hua Wudao in sequence. Stepping into the sea of fire, the forceful energy shield emitted by those character seals blocked the flames outside. Hua Wudao stacked his palms in front of his energy center, primal energy surging. With the bagua seal as the center, the 9 character 6 union seal expanded, like a golden shining bubble, expanding towards the surroundings. This move was imitating the pavilion master. The 10 character 6 union seal could almost cover the entire Golden Court Mountain. Using it to extinguish fire wasn't bad either. This scene looked somewhat comical. A dignified 7-leaf expert used to put out a fire, truly somewhat wasteful. The light and movement of the fire also startled the others in the evil sky pavilion, who came to high places one after another to gaze at the fire. Such a big fire. I must go report to master. No need. I've already been to the east pavilion. Master is resting, not suitable to disturb. Zhu Hongdong nodded. Everyone saw the flames down the mountain being pushed away by that huge light ring. Almost half the flames were covered and extinguished by the light ring. Hua Wudao did not stop but used a great supernatural power to shift to another direction and continue using the same method to extinguish the fire. Going back and forth, he used the 6 union seal 4 or 5 times in total, extinguishing all the flames in front of Golden Court Mountain. Everything returned to darkness, and Hua Wudao was nowhere to be seen. Darkness invaded. Moonlight of this degree was not enough to let people see too far. Lin Luo looked at Hua Yuexing and found Hua Yuexing's eyes glowing with faint gold. Such a young age, with such talent, limitless future. What cultivation method is this? Divine archers often attacked from a long distance, requiring extremely strong eyesight and rapid shooting ability. Most divine archers' rapid shooting ability would become stronger as their cultivation increased, but eyesight was a secret technique of the Luo sect, which could significantly improve vision at night. So that's how it is. After all, a new generation replaces the old. Elder Hua was still down the mountain. The fire was large, prone to reigniting from dead ashes. He had to wait. Thought there would be some excitement to watch. If I knew earlier, I would have continued sleeping. No problems left. Somewhat of a pity. Hundreds of meters range became like black ash. Just as he prepared to turn and leave, more than 10 people flew over at low altitude not far away. The movement wasn't loud, but just loud enough for Hua Wudao to hear. Before reaching the place, a voice came over. Hua Wudao. Hua Wudao was startled and looked ahead. Cloud Sect Great Elder, Fongqinghe. Strange. Doesn't the demon-slaying alliance have no people from the Cloud Sect? Last time the evil sky pavilion descended on the Luo sect's first holy land, the evil sky pavilion no longer pursued the Cloud Sect's matters. What are they doing here this time? Appearing right after the big fire, this had to make Hua Wudao feel strange. It was too coincidental. Hua Wudao, by the order of the Patriarch, I am taking you back. The Patriarch has long ceased to inquire about worldly affairs. Where does the order come from? If I say it is, then it is. Hua Yuexing, the fierce sword energy surprised Fongqinghe. For the sake of being former sect mates, scramble quickly. If you wait until they really come, if you want to leave, you won't be able to leave. Since we are here, how can we leave just like that? Cloud Sect 10 elders? I am no longer the 10th elder of the Cloud Sect, and my position has been replaced by someone else. Why care about them? Scramble quickly, otherwise don't blame me for turning my face and being ruthless. That won't do, unless the evil sky pavilion master hands over the Patriarch's chessboard. The things the Patriarch stored in the chessboard were originally treasures of the 3 sects. How can we let the evil sky pavilion get them for free? At this time, a slightly younger cultivator appeared behind the 10 hovering elders. Zhang Fifan, master. He remembered the first time he came to the evil sky pavilion. It was Zhang Fifan who accompanied him. At that time, he didn't expect he would stay in the evil sky pavilion. Forced by circumstances, he kicked Zhang Fifan away, also wanting to save his life. This is the last time disciple calls you master. Disciple advises you, turn back to the shore. Is this the attitude you speak to your master with? As long as you are willing to turn back, disciple is willing to continue calling you Mas. A sound wave swept over. Just as the sound wave was about to touch Zhang Fifan, the figures of the 10 elders merged, blocking in front. Hua Wudao, you are an elder after all. Bullying a junior, I feel ashamed for you. Are you clearly looking for trouble? You are unwilling to turn back. From the direction of the evil sky pavilion, 10 streaks of arrow energy suddenly shot out, aiming separately at the 10 great elders. Bang bang bang. The 10 great elders slapped their palms to knock the arrow energy away. The 6 union seal on Hua Wudao's body bloomed with with light, not advancing, but retreating rapidly. Just at this moment, a black figure appeared suspended in the air behind and above Hua Wudao. Cloud Sect 10 elders? Such big guts. Lung Luo's appearance made the Cloud Sect's 10 elders stop their figures. Elder, please do not interfere in the Cloud Sect's matters. Bullshit. Hua Wudao is an elder of the Evil Sky Pavilion. What damn relation does he have with your Cloud Sect? I, Lung, dislike wasting words with people. Within 10 breaths, vanish from my eyes. As the words fell, his figure blurred, appearing beside Hua Wudao. Just relying on this Dao escape technique, those 10 great elders dared not underestimate him. Heard you fought with the Great Witch Moly and self-destructed your energy. See, Cultivation hasn't recovered yet. The former head of the Black Cavalry, Fan Xiuan, actually reduced to being a running dog of the Evil Sky Pavilion. Truly ironic. Only a few people knew these things. Where did Fongqinghe learn this? Courting death, figure like lightning, arriving in front of the 10 elders. They consistently underestimated the Evil Sky Pavilion. An 8-leaf avatar, excluding Pan Lydian. It should be Lung Luo. Continue watching the battle, just relying on this bunch of wine sacks and rice bags? Lung Luo, is the Evil Sky Pavilion relying on you alone to prop it up? 300 years ago, you did all kinds of bad things. Now pretending to be what guardian god? How about you defect now? After trampling the Evil Sky Pavilion flat, there will be a share of credit for you. How about it? This guy talks too much. Orthodox sects talk too much and usually don't live long. Lung Luo vanished directly on the spot. Could it be Lung Luo isn't injured? Layered shadows. The next second, the sky was full of black shadows, attacking around Fongqinghe, who was flying backwards. Bang bang. Dense palm prints, like golden shining butterflies flying all over the sky, all landed on Fongqinghe's body. Great Elder. The others were appalled. Too strong. The 8-leaf Lung Luo was actually so terrifying. Hua Wudao watched with surging emotions, and the disciples of the Evil Sky Pavilion were even more excited. Bang bang bang. From Fongqinghe flying out to falling down, the whole process was only a few breaths. In such a short time, countless palm strikes from Lung Luo were dealt. Just this? Didn't expect Lung Luo to be so powerful when exploding. Thought Elder Lung excelled at escape techniques and was far inferior to Pan Lydian in combat power, but didn't expect that when he goes crazy, he is also this terrifying. Cough cough. Fongqinghe coughed violently, sitting up with difficulty. Hee, you are indeed injured. If an uninjured Lung Luo attacked with those attacks just now, he would have died long ago. Great Elder. 10 people blocked in front of Fongqinghe, speaking in unison. Ha ha. Primal energy gathered on the foremost elder in an instant. A huge palm print flew towards Lung Luo. Lung Luo's figure blurred backwards. Combine again. Another huge palm print flew towards Lung Luo. Speed obviously much faster. Suddenly, Hua Wudao's 6 union seal bloomed with golden light, enveloping Lung Luo's figure inside. That huge palm print smashed onto the 6 union seal, creating a huge halo, forceful energy scattering. Listen to my advice. Leave the Evil Sky Pavilion immediately. The disciple he taught personally in the past, putting in so much effort, actually stood out to challenge him. Hua Wudao stepped on the Bagua seal, walking forward step by step. The 6 union seal pushed forward. The 10 great elders continued to push palms together. That huge palm print slapped onto the 6 union seal, actually unable to destroy the 6 union seal. 7-leaf? You actually advanced to 7-leaf? Hua Wudao, having a knot in his heart, was something everyone in the Cloud Sect knew. There had been no sign of breakthrough in the past 20 years. Unexpectedly, after entering the Evil Sky Pavilion, he actually improved to 7-leaf. A 7-leaf, an injured state 8-leaf. The 10 great elders had uneven cultivation, the highest being no more than 5-leaf. How to fight? The 8-leaf avatar bloomed again. Everyone flew backwards. Hua Wudao actually learned to attack. Duan Mushin controlled the air downwards, holding the Overlord Spear. Evil Sky Pavilion mighty. Old men mighty. Lung Luo exploded with all his strength again and again, pouncing on Fongqinghe. Save me. Hua Wudao used the 6 union seal to envelope the 10 great elders. Who said the 6 union seal could only turtle defend? This was a damn excellent mobile prison cage. Hua Wudao contracted the 6 union seal, gathering the 10 people together. The 10 great elders shouted violently at the same time. 10 avatars seemed entangled together. Golden light overlapping, avatars overlapping, dazzling the eyes. Hua Wudao, accept death. The 10 great elders coordinated tacitly, having long practiced various combined moves. This explosion, appearing on the inner wall of the 6 union seal, wasn't that equivalent to sending themselves into the tiger's mouth? Elder Hua is in danger. 6 union seal. Arrow energy continuously hit the nearest elder. Very good. Hitting one person is enough. It equals disrupting their coordination. The 6 union seal, with Hua Wudao as the center, bounced everyone away. Well fought. Old man is too awesome. This is the strength of the old fellows. The 10 great elders landed one after another. Lung Luo's overwhelming palm prints all hit Fongqinghe. Fongqinghe, isolated and helpless, was already bruised and swollen, beaten mid-air by Lung Luo. Hua Wudao's former disciple, Zhang Fifan, who was watching the battle not far away, froze on the spot. Thought this move, even if it couldn't kill Hua Wudao and Lung Luo, could force the two into a desperate situation and draw out other disciples of the Evil Sky Pavilion. Unexpectedly, Fongqinghe was defeated by Lung Luo with crushing momentum before he could even perform much. Zhang Zhang Feifan's lips trembled, running towards Fongqinghe, who was huddled in a pit. Lin Luo hovered with hands behind his back, looking coldly below. If speaking of who was the most cold-blooded in the evil Sky Pavilion, strictly speaking, no one could surpass Lin Luo. Fongqinghe's lips trembled, head tilted, breathed out a breath, completely devoid of breath. Great Elder is dead. Great Elder. The other 10 elders, likely remaining 9, didn't expect Lin Luo to be so strong. The 10 people fell into disarray, quickly leaning towards the middle, back to back, forming a circle. 5th Elder, I'll support you. Thanks, Old 6. Everyone careful. Old 6, are you okay? Can't die. Luckily 5th Elder blocked a bit. 5th Elder. 5th Elder, I advised you long ago. With your skills, you can't even take me down. Still talking about trampling the evil Sky Pavilion flat. The group of elders were frightened, speechless. Zhang Feifan shuddered all over, turned around and ran. Where are you going? Hua Wudao jumped directly over those 9 injured elders, flying towards his disciple Zhang Feifan. The 9 great elders wanted to intercept, but Lin Luo turned his direction to face the 9 people. The 9 people instinctively retreated, facing a formidable enemy. Hua Wudao flew fast all the way. Zhang Feifan ran for his life, almost using all he had learned in his life. Seeing this wicked disciple run extremely fast, Hua Wudao instead felt anger in his heart. Today I will clean up the sect. Just when he was about to touch Zhang Feifan, streaks of talisman paper flashing with golden light came towards him. 6 Union Seal. Behind the jungle, a huge flying chariot came slowly. Celestial Masters Sect. According to the Demon Slaying Alliance's agreement, if Lin Luo appeared, the Celestial Masters Sect should come out to face the enemy. Hua Wudao, your opponents are the Cloud Sect 10 elders. The Demon Slaying Alliance had clearly divided who to deal with whom. No wonder the Cloud Sect 10 elders came so coincidentally when he appeared. Taoist Master Zhou Yuan, since the Celestial Masters Sect came, then what about the other 6 great sects? This poor Taoist has always had a good relationship with the Cloud Sect. You killed Fongqinghe. How can this poor Taoist stand by and watch? Retreat. You can't retreat. A figure flew out from the huge chariot, hands flipping several times. Several paper talismans clamped between fingers, like bullets, went towards Hua Wudao's 6 Union Seal. This was Taoist Master Zhou Yuan of the Celestial Masters Sect. Cultivation unfathomable. Immediately mobilized primal energy, maximizing the 6 Union Seal. 9 large seal script characters rotated and merged into one. Taoist Master Zhou Yuan sneered, slapping out with both palms. Several characters propelled energy forward, forming a cone-shaped attack. A gully was forcibly cut out on the ground. Hua Wudao's 6 Union Seal was actually broken. The 2 sides faced each other from a distance. The 6 Union Seal originally came from the Taoist sect. Breaking this Tao Seal indeed cost this poor Taoist quite some thought, but it's not unbreakable. Came prepared, he could research such strong defense, so others would naturally research methods to crack Hua Wudao. Came prepared. Zhou Yuan, your skin is much thicker. This poor Taoist is merely enforcing justice on behalf of heaven. Celestial Masters Sect Great Elder Zhang Daoran died at Yu Shangrong's hands. Celestial Masters Sect Zhang Yunshan died under Yu Xinghai's protector by Yu Qing. A life for a life is perfectly justified. Moreover, the demon path is rampant. Everyone has the right to punish it. Those who deserve to die, shouldn't they be killed? Hua Wudao, you have already entered the devil path, incurable. You are rejoicing too early. Lin Luo's figure blurred. The dazzling light illuminated the distant jungle, figures hovering under the towering trees. The sky was full of Lin Luo's figures. 8 Leaf was 8 Leaf after all. How could 7 Leaf compare? With terrible speed, he grabbed Hua Wudao and retreated rapidly. Bang bang bang. Arrow energy collided with the character forceful energy seals continuously slapped out by Zhou Yuan, like fireworks filling the sky. What a divine archer. What are you waiting for? From the forest, a stronger, brighter arrow energy flew towards the evil Sky Pavilion. Hua Yuexing finished. Her attention was on Hua Wudao just now, but she didn't expect such a powerful divine archer. Who is this person? Pavilion Master? No need to be afraid. In that instant just now, Hua Yuexing really felt she was going to die. Unexpectedly, the Pavilion Master appeared. Lu Zhou's appearance instantly boosted her sense of security, like finding a backbone, finding a huge backer. Hua Yuexing, thanks to Pavilion Master for the saving grace. Now is not the time to say these things. There should be a 5 Leaf or above divine archer in the southwest corner. More than 5 Leaf, where the moonlight was brightest. Hua Yuexing's shadow was gone. Hua Wudao's eyes widened, instantly full of bloodshot veins, as if his heart had been shot by someone. He swung both arms, breaking free from Lin Luo's control. Elder Hua, what are you doing? Hua Wudao's gaze was like fire, exploding the 9 characters 6 Union Seal. Primal energy all over his body skyrocketing. Celestial Masters Sect's Taoist Master Zhou Yuan was stunned for a moment. What was the situation? Pay with your life. Perhaps in this life, his battles were all passive defense. In the past 20 years, the knot in his heart he struggled against was nothing more than wanting to prove that even a trivial matter could be done to the extreme, as long as one worked hard to do it. The 6 Union Seal switched to attack. This was probably his final killer move. The sword is old but has an edge. The man is old but also tough. Zhou Yuan looked ferocious, utilizing the primal energy about to scatter to slap out all the paper talismans. The paper talismans swept up all primal energy within a 100-meter radius, forming streaks of sword energy, primal energy continuously gathering. Hua Wudao chuckled aloud. Waifu is dead. What am I living for? Zhou Yuan's talisman paper sword formation before death was about to form. Truly a madman. All desperate measures. Hua Wudao thought you died. Waifu heard this, revealing a look of guilt. Pavilion Master, beg you to take action. The 7 great sects are still hiding. If we can't catch them all in one net, it would be a pity. But if we don't save Hua Wudao, it will be hard for him to survive. Girl, Brahma Heaven Silk, let's go. The sky-filling sword formation attacked towards Hua Wudao. Go you. This works too. Little junior sister, you are too amazing. 7 great sects in the forest transmitted sounds simultaneously. Prepare to act. The evil Sky Pavilion disciples came out. Prepare to act. Tonight, 2 people will sneak attack old demon G from the back mountain. Over 1,000 cultivators of the 7 great sects swarmed out. Giant chariots walking on the ground, giant chariots flying in the sky, and mounts of various grades. Retract Brahma Heaven Silk. Concentrate. Little Yuan'er held her breath and concentrated. The Brahma Heaven Silk indeed obeyed her command, wrapping around Hua Wudao and pulling back rapidly. Lung Luo's vigorous primal energy followed the Brahma Heaven Silk to assist the retrieval. The talisman paper sword energy was truly terrifying, but the weakness was also obvious. When exploding, it couldn't be too far from Zhou Yuan. Zhou Yuan was already heavily injured, impossible to move forward with the sword formation. Hua Wudao thought he would definitely die, but seeing the evil Sky Pavilion disciples and Lung Luo trying so hard to save him, he shouted angrily, draining the primal energy in his energy center and energy sea, carrying the Brahma Heaven Silk and flying rapidly out of the sword formation area. Just as his voice fell, an arrow energy that looked thinner than before but glowed with pale blue light broke through the air and struck. Its target was shockingly the Celestial Master's sect leader, Zhou Yuan. 5 cultivators raised their weapons, condensing shields, blocking in front. Sect Master, rest assured, under the combined efforts of us 5, we consider ourselves the strongest human shield of the orthodox path. Mere one arrow, not worth mentioning. That arrow energy pierced through their forceful energy and pierced through their chests like skewering tofu. The 7 great sects were stunned simultaneously. Waifu, when did she become this powerful? This arrow had nothing peculiar, yet it caused the swarming 7 great sects cultivators to fall into a brief silence. The special sound of the arrow energy breaking the air indicated this arrow was very strong, already beyond the scope of normal understanding. How did Waifu do it? She was merely a 3-leaf. Absolutely impossible to draw such arrow energy. Ding, killed a target, obtained 1,500 merit points. Ding, killed 5 targets, obtained 50 merit points. Lu Zhou, receiving the hint, shook his head. The value of these 5 blocking in front was indeed much less. Waifu took the derived Moon Palace bow, rapid firing arrow energy. Use the most suitable arrow energy, not blindly pursuing great power. Many thanks for Pavilion Master's guidance. This one arrow benefited her greatly. Before, when she shot arrows, she purely pursued speed and power. Many times, the target had already run far, and she was still condensing huge arrow energy, which was not cost-effective. Aren't you continuing? Lu Zhou's right hand flipped. The unnamed sword appeared in his palm. Unnamed bow. Waifu looked at that unnamed bow, which was even more petite and exquisite than the derived Moon Palace bow. She knew this bow and arrow must be much more powerful than the one in her hand. Both heaven grade. There were also highs and lows. The heavenly book's extraordinary power, combined with a heaven grade weapon, used reasonably, could well contain the experts of the 7 great sects. Just the advanced troops. Since they like hiding, this old man will keep them company to the end. Shooting cold arrows? Archers should hide in the distance and shoot cold arrows properly. Yes, just now she stood too conspicuously, so she was almost killed by the opponent's divine archer. Senior is senior, in combat experience and insight, making one gaze at his back in admiration but unable to catch up. I'll hide too. Meanwhile, Hua Wudao returned safely to Zhu Honggong and Zhao Yu's side, but due to the intense consumption earlier, his state looked somewhat pale. Amazing, amazing. This turtle shell variation move really opened my eyes. Hua Wudao had no leisure to appreciate his flattery, looking back at the direction of the evil Sky Pavilion main hall with a vexed heart. Duan Musheng, Elderlun, your consumption is too great. Go back first. Little junior sister and I can hold. Let old demon G come out. Are you worthy? I am Shocking Heaven's School, Fongqinghe. I am Horizontal Channel School Sect Master Ning Liang. This poor nun is Rui Nunnery's current abbess Miaoyin. I am 7 Stars Villa Master, Jia Yuan. I am Loyal Heart Sect Master, Lu Rushi. I am Principled Forest School First Disciple, Xiao Jinhan. The backbones of the 7 great sects were all present. Such a formation, even the time when the 10 great famous sects besieged Golden Court Mountain could not compare. Such big guts, provoking the evil Sky Pavilion repeatedly. Do you really think the evil Sky Pavilion dares not start a massacre? Everyone present, which sect's core disciple didn't die at the hands of the evil Sky Pavilion? You not only laid murderous hands on the 10 great famous sects, but didn't even spare the people of the Cloud Sect. Do I still need to explain this logic to you? Farting your mother's dog farts. The Overlord's spear trembled. Streaks of forceful energy seals spinning out from the spear spear tip. Fongqinghe stood in the flying chariot, raising his palm to block the Overlord's spear's forceful energy blade. Better let the old demon come out. Orthodox disciples struck the ground with weapons, making clanging sounds. Call your master out. That's right. Noise resounded through the entire Golden Court Mountain. Since the old demon dares not come out, let's go up together. Bully his disciples. Charge. This was destined to be an uneven night. How would the evil Sky Pavilion survive this tribulation? Looking at the opponent's formation, he also had no confidence. Hua Wudao couldn't continue fighting. Lin Lua was just posturing. The evil Sky Pavilion only had these few disciples left who looked somewhat decent, not reaching 5 leaf, not enough to be feared. I want to see how long old Demon G can hide. Loyal Heart Sect Master, young and promising, truly an outstanding youth of the current era. Just as he popped his head out, a miniature arrow energy appeared again from the direction of the evil Sky Pavilion main hall. I am not that idiot Zhou Yuan. Zhou Yuan was heavily injured. This sect master is in full state. How can I not block this tiny arrow energy? Just tilting my head slightly, I can perfectly dodge this arrow energy. I tilt again. Something's wrong. Tiny arrow energy. Cease your rudeness under this sect master's full defense body protecting forceful energy. The air stagnated again. Sect Master Lu. Sect Master Lu, what's wrong with you? The speed was too fast. So fast that the shadow of that arrow energy hadn't been seen clearly yet. Evil Sky Pavilion Divine Archer Hua Yuesheng? She can't be this strong. Evil Sky Pavilion is shooting cold arrows. Isn't it normal for the demon path to shoot cold arrows? Miss Hua is too awesome. Get lost. If you can't speak, can you shut your mouth? Someone was shooting cold arrows. Not simple cold arrows like the one shooting Taoist Master Zhou Yuan. Just this unadorned, pale blue glowing cold arrow directly pierced through Loyal Heart Sect Master Lu Rushi, giving him no damn chance to even make a move. Just as the 7 great sects felt a headache, in the distant rear, a thick as a tree arrow energy glowing with golden light appeared. A powerful archer, besides being good at hiding their position, must also be good at finding the enemy archer. Shooting easily exposes position. This arrow energy, thick as a tree, carried almost all the hope of the 7 great sects, flying from the westernmost jungle to the easternmost evil Sky Pavilion. Everyone's eyes focused on that arrow energy. In front of the evil Sky Pavilion, the originally dark scene was instantly illuminated by this huge arrow energy. They seemed to see an old man, standing calmly in front, raising a withered big hand, glowing with blue brilliance, as if wearing blue gloves. Capture hand seal. The arrow energy was grabbed alive by that old man, dissipating between heaven and earth. Old Demon G? It's the old demon. He's actually the one shooting cold arrows. Retreat. 7 flying chariots retreated, and all disciples followed retreating. This retreat shook the army's morale. Commotion appeared among the disciples of the 7 great sects, rolling on the ground, some even trembling in legs from fear, daring not move. Greetings, Pavilion Master. Greetings, Master. Lu Zhou stroked his beard and nodded. Ji Yuanchang, hiding and tucking. When did you become so cowardly? Hua Yuesheng, being a divine archer, naturally knew the meaning of this name, instantly shocked. Senior Ji was a divine archer. Naturally, he wouldn't come out. Old Demon Ji, aren't you also hiding and tucking? Then this seat will not hide. All disciples of the 7 great sects took a deep breath, big eyes looking at that old Demon Ji suspended in midair, that great demon of the world who commanded the winds and clouds and traversed the world. The first arrow hit Zhou Yuan, actually only costing 1/5. Zhou Yuan was already a dying person. That arrow was purely a kill steal. The second arrow, Loyal Heart Sect Master Lu Rushi. This arrow used 1/3 of the Heavenly Book's extraordinary power. Lu Rushi was a strong enemy after all. Barehandedly blocking Ji Yuanchang's full force arrow used up 1/3. In other words, now less than 1/3 of the extraordinary power remained. Lu Zhou walking out might be able to attract all enemies out. Old demon, you killed my disciple. Today I will personally end you. Chinju came from the 3-leaf aliens. You stand up for aliens? Nonsense. Whether alien or not, I have my own judgment. I originally thought you were the patriarch of divine archers, knowing to distinguish right from wrong, but alas. Retreat. Retreat quickly. The disciples of the 7 great sects were scared shitless. No one is allowed to retreat. This battle, succeed or die. Those who retreat in the face of battle, kill without pardon. This is the last chance before the great limit. Is there anywhere to retreat to? Lu Zhou pushed out a palm. Great fearless seal. Wherever the eyes reached, sentient beings were fearless. Golden light flashing, flying rapidly towards Ji Yuanchang. Ji Yuanchang shouted violently, drawing arrow energy. Several streaks of arrow energy hit the palm print, only rippling out weak ripples, unable to stop the palm print flying over at all. Something's wrong. Ji Yuanchang immediately flew far away, flying for his life. This old man has traversed the Jianghu for hundreds of years. There is no attack I cannot dodge. The great fearless seal slammed onto Ji Yuanchang's body. Ashes to ashes, smoke to smoke. The whole field was silent. The disciples of the 7 great sects had already lost thought, lost breath. A lethal strike card, too lazy to calculate the cost. Such an expert shooting cold arrows from behind, spare no cost. Take away in one move. Death warriors, charge for me. Numerous cultivators guarding the 7 flying chariots swarmed up like flies. Lu Zhou generated blue lotuses under his feet, blue brilliance growing on his body. The blue lotuses under his feet expanded and grew. Shadows of blue lotus notices appeared within a range of several hundred meters. No matter how many times he acted, the Pavilion Master's methods could always refresh our cognition time and time again. This move of the Pavilion Master doesn't distinguish friend from foe. Then the Blue Lotus bloomed. Power like ocean tides fended towards the surroundings. So what if it's the 7 great sects? Today they all must pay a heavy price. What move is this exactly? Don't know. I don't know either. Ouch. Little junior sister, why are you pinching me? Zhou poured out all the remaining Heavenly Book extraordinary power, and the sound of merit point notifications kept coming in his ears. Divine Court Realm each only gave 10 merit points. Some nascent Divinity Tribulation Realm elders all received the impact. The cultivators of the 7 great sects were knocked down by nearly 70% by this powerful Heavenly Book divine power. Wanting to insta-kill slightly capable nascent Divinity Tribulation Realm cultivators was somewhat difficult. Power was a bit small, but the showing off was not bad. Too strong. The 5 sect masters clenched their fists fiercely, swallowing saliva. Don't panic. That move just now should be a large area seal method he created himself. The Celestial Masters sect and Shocking Heaven School seal talismans exploding can also do this. Fongqinghe couldn't care about face anymore, brazenly cheering everyone up. Senior Fong, can we do this or not? Trust me, we have no retreat. Pan Lydian was so strong, yet was dragged to death by my Shocking Heaven School. If I don't enter hell, who will? Disciples listen to orders. Everyone listen. Old Demon G can't last too long. Right now is just terminal lucidity. Don't be afraid of him. Just need to stabilize the disciples of the 7 great sects. As for the truth of what was said, it's not important. Zhou suspended in midair, also thinking of a response. There were still 2 lethal strike cards and 1 peak form card. Chant scriptures. The disciples of Rui Nunnery were ready in position. Dozens of nuns raised their palms simultaneously, and the buzzing sound of scripture chanting rang out. Zhou shook his head. All tricks, in the face of absolute power, were futile. A figure like lightning, like an arrow leaving the string, cut through the long sky. Old Demon G, stop harming my disciples and grand disciples. Patriarch, what a principled forest school patriarch. You finally took action. Chong Qinghe's strike. Even if old Demon G doesn't die, he has to suffer heavy damage. Very good. The withered big hand crushed the peak form experience card. This seat will fulfill you all. Old Demon G blocked it. He still stood at the highest point. He had never been weak. His cultivation had never dropped from beginning to end. Patriarch Chong Qinghe, who took the Demon Essence secret medicine, was actually blocked barehanded. Old Demon G, let's die together. Thought too much. Turn to dust. What Demon Essence secret medicine? What principled forest school patriarch? What 8-leaf peak state? Just one move. This. Old Demon G, why is he so strong? This isn't right. Sect Master, what do we do? Sect Master, run. Fellow Sect Masters, wait for me. Everyone in the 7 great sects instantly pissed their pants in fear. Zhou's figure flashed. Great supernatural power. Thousandly soul chase. Everyone don't panic. Old Demon G chased after the Sect Masters. It was the Sect Masters who lured away the old demon. The Sect Masters are righteous. We don't have to die. Who released the sky-filling sword energy? With Zhou as the center, sky-filling sword energy pounced over like a tsunami. The disciples of the 7 great sects, like flies, not worth mentioning at all, were strangled by the tsunami and fell completely. How is it possible? G. Old Demon G, put down the butcher's knife and become a Buddha on the spot. This seat sends you on your way on behalf of the Buddha. 9-character mantra palm seals flew out in sequence, piercing through Abbess Miaoyan's body. Zhou didn't even look, indifferently using the great supernatural power. Strong primal energy resonance echoed through the whole field. Zhou sacrificed his avatar. This avatar was fully 15 John, 150 feet high. 9-leaf? Understood. Understood everything. This poor nun didn't die unjustly. Amitabha. When the avatar appeared, with an expanding posture, it fully vented primal energy, spreading to the surroundings. Hundreds of people perished on the spot. Zhou constantly used great supernatural powers, darting everywhere. This scene was extremely like a super version of the Dao escape movement technique. Before, I used sky-filling shadows, exploding with speed, killing Fong Wenxian, thinking it was a second to none move. But compared to Zhou's figure with the avatar and golden shining shadows all over the mountain foot, that is a dwarf compared to a giant. I finally understand. The Pavilion Master, his elder, did this on purpose. No wonder he could easily use the 10-character 6 union seal. My heart is balanced. Perhaps joining the evil Sky Pavilion was the most correct decision Lung made in his life. Ha 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 ha. Charge, brothers. Charge. I just like this feeling of bullying others. Charge. Why does such a stunning figure like the Pavilion Master have such unrefined disciples? Run fast. Retreat into the Great Formation. Burn energy C. Even I burn my energy C. He shouldn't be able to catch up. That was an even more gigantic avatar, blocking in front. Too slow. Too slow. Jia Yuan's avatar was like glass. The whole person instantly became a meat patty, sinking into the dust. Finished. Why? Why? Rather than dying in endless torture of fear, better to end it myself. Where's my hand? Want to commit suicide? How can this seat agree? Formation. Zhou's avatar swept across the formation area. All formation patterns, just lighting up, were destroyed by this huge avatar. The 7 great sects lost even the thought of running. Many low-level cultivators, really unable to stand such a scene, were so scared they lay on the ground trembling. Zhou again controlled the avatar to suspend in midair, looking down proudly at the whole field. Who else? When Zhou crushed the peak form experience card, he never thought of letting any of them go. He was searching. Who else was there exactly? At this time, in the battle area of the southeast corner, a white figure was constantly killing cultivators of the 7 great sects. Yi Tianxin, since receiving the flying letter Shang Rong asked her to send, he knew Yi Tianxin was still there, just didn't expect she would come out to kill enemies at this critical moment. The disciples of the 7 great sects were basically swept by her with a crushing posture. Even if the Cloud Sect's 9 great elders burned their energy seas simultaneously and sacrificed avatars, it was just ants shaking a tree, meaningless at all. Zhou used the great supernatural power again, flickering towards another direction. He needed to confirm if there were other sect patriarchs appearing. Otherwise, once the peak state disappeared, meeting someone unafraid of death like Chong Qinghe again would be difficult to handle. Yi Tianxin originally killed enemies with an attitude of fighting to the death. Just entering the field, she saw that huge avatar. While fighting, she felt shocked. Master was actually already 9 leaf. How did he achieve it? Was what eldest senior brother said true? Master had been pursuing the secret of 9 leaf. Running to help the evil Sky Pavilion seemed somewhat wishful thinking. Such a situation didn't need her at all. The remaining wave of elder level cultivators exploded their energy seas collectively. Everyone seemed to be burning, fleeing everywhere. Zhou brought the avatar and leaped into the sky. 9 leaf divine archer. Hua Wudao stared intently at the pavilion master. This was the appearance of a 9 leaf divine archer. Streaks of arrow energy accurately hit those elder level cultivators, burning their energy seas. She tried hard to imprint the scene before her eyes into her mind. This would become the goal of her promotion in the future. This is 9 leaf. Always feel there are still rats hiding in the dark. Zhou waved his hand casually, keeping the 9 leaf avatar. He could still feel the surging power in his body. Every consumption would be instantly filled to the brim. Meanwhile, in a canyon 100 miles west of Golden Court Mountain, Shocking Heaven's school sect master Fongqinghe clutched his abdomen, flying forward rapidly. 7 great sects. Only he escaped. Why is it 9 leaf? Why is it damn 9 leaf? If not for using the chaotic scene, forcibly exploding and burning the energy sea, and escaping while old demon G was ravaging the whole field, he would have long become a corpse. Great disaster survived. There must be future fortune. Wait for me. Fongqinghe got a scare, sitting paralyzed on the ground, eyes wide looking at the disciple running over. This is unreasonable. Does my Shocking Heaven's school still have talents as smart as me? Escaping from hell? How did you escape? I played dead. Played dead? Then you must know the internal breath technique. At least have divine court cultivation. Correct. Sect master. Where are we going? 1 mile ahead. There is a backup plan I left in the canyon. Pity it's useless now. In front of 9 leaf. All plans are completely ruined. Shocking Heaven's school is done for. How are you speaking? So, sorry. Correct. After this matter, you will be the pillar of my Shocking Heaven's school, the presiding great elder. Come, help me up. That, I want to be sect master. There were plenty of people looting a burning house. Fongqinghe could sit in today's position. How could he not have these calculations in mind? Wanting to be sect master requires sufficient qualifications and strength. Help me up first. What is your name? My name. Haven't thought of it all along. You are not a disciple of the Shocking Heaven's school. You can actually withstand my separation hook. Who exactly are you? That's not important. Anyway, you are going to die. Hiding among the Shocking Heaven's school disciples from the start, just wanting to infiltrate the enemy's interior, looking for a chance to give the opponent a heavy blow. You think you are old demon G? No wonder you could block one of my master's sword energy. Have something on your body? Evil Sky Pavilion disciple? Not pretending anymore. Speak properly. You let me off. I'll repay you another day. How about it? No need for another day. Take off your clothes. Let my separation hook carve your heart fiercely. Anyway, I've already burned my energy sea. You want to die? Then I will fulfill you. Battlefield near Golden Court Mountain. The disciples of the 7 great sects had been cleaned up almost completely by Duan Mushing and others. Zhou checked the time. More than 10 minutes left. Clean up. Disciple obeys. Subordinate obeys. Master Divine might matches the world for thousands of autumns and 10,000 generations. Didn't expect you really broke through 9 leaf. That day when I was sleeping I even dreamed. Master, where is he? Zhou arrived at the peak of the evil Sky Pavilion, found the formation I slapped with a single palm, pouring in with full force. Avatar. Zhou sacrificed the 9 leaf golden lotus avatar, standing erect on the top of the evil Sky Pavilion. What is Master doing? Of course declaring to the world, Master is the #1 expert in the world today. Who else but me? Master. 9 leaf, truly too dashing. From now on, Master is my little junior sister. You hit me again. While Zhou poured in primal energy, his gaze landed on the golden lotus under the 100 tribulation insight avatar. According to current cultivation theory, it was difficult for cultivators to escape the limit of lifespan. Judging from the situation obtained from Yintian Luo, the golden lotus absorbs cultivation and lifespan, and the lifespan won't be less than 1,000 years. The method of chopping the golden lotus could solve this problem. But now, using the peak form card, he became 9 leaf. The first time using the peak form card, it was only 8 leaf. The second time, when capturing Yi Tianxin Genshin back, 9-leaf appeared. It's just that at the time, he didn't think much. Now it was the 4th time using the peak form card, and it was indeed a 9-leaf golden lotus. In other words, the original Tiandao had already reached 9-leaf. Due to lifespan, he slid back to 8-leaf. Lu Zhou used the reversal card, and his physical body returned to a state that could contain 9-leaf. If Tiandao had broken through to 9-leaf early, how could he have been besieged by the 10 great experts and suffered heavy injuries? The time point when Tiandao condensed the 9th leaf should be after the battle with the 10 great experts, before Lu Zhou crossed over. Thinking for a moment, a huge question arose in his heart. Where did the 1,000 years of lifespan Tiandao needed to break through to 9-leaf come from? The formation of Golden Court Mountain. The barrier was almost lit. In front of Golden Court Mountain, fierce fighting sounds, as well as light projecting from time to time, reminded him that the evil Sky Pavilion was suffering a crisis. Wuya was burning with anxiety. He had to go out, find Pan Zhong to unlock his cultivation. Master, oh master, you are just a stubborn old fogey. Wuya leaped up, crashing out of the barrier. The formation of Golden Court Mountain was fluctuating violently, implicating the formation of the reflection cave. Like the whole operating machine restarting. In that instant of restart, the barrier disappeared, and he crashed out. Only I can save the evil Sky Pavilion. The entire Golden Court Mountain was suddenly illuminated, like daylight descending. Wuya froze on the spot, shocked in his heart. What happened? What happened to Golden Court Mountain? Under normal circumstances, repairing the formation, even if an 8-leaf expert went all out, would take about half a year. How could it be suddenly repaired? A gigantic avatar stood erect above the evil Sky Pavilion, resplendent and magnificent, dazzling the eyes. Below that avatar, 9 leaves moved slowly with the lotus seat. Only you can save the evil Sky Pavilion. Master is an old fogey. Wuya's proud judgment and wisdom were completely shattered by these 9 leaves, trampled fiercely on the ground. Wuya had a very powerful intelligence network. He even understood the details of the 7 great sects very well as the weaknesses of those sect masters. According to his plan, having the Dark Net core member Yi Zhixing send the handles of the 7 great sects to the evil Sky Pavilion, Master might change his mind and let him go out to verbally battle the 7 great sects. But now, instantly became a joke, became the funniest joke under the heavens. Wuya looked at that huge avatar. Apart from the burning discomfort on his face, he also felt nowhere to hide his shame. 9-leaf, does it need help from others? In front of absolute power, any conspiracies and schemes were nothing but jokes. The barrier was also completely lit up at this time. Golden Court Mountain's barrier lit up the night sky together with the avatar. The evil Sky Pavilion seemed to return to its once most glorious moment. But Lu Zhou did not stop, but continuously poured in primal energy. A series of notifications about disciplining Wuya and gaining merit points kept coming in his ears. Lu Zhou had no time to care about these either, focusing fully on pouring into the formation. Thinking to himself, is this wicked disciple starting to do problems in the reflection cave again? Lu Zhou needed to stabilize the formation completely. The power originating from the peak form experience card. Use it or lose it. Once time passed, no matter how much primal energy, it would eventually turn into nothingness. Wuya suddenly thought of a question. Where are the people of the 7 great sects? He took a deep breath, running towards the west side of the mountain. Soon, he arrived at a high place. Looking down, this is the power of 9-leaf. There were gullies from countless falling sword energies, deep pits of various golden lotus shapes, and disciples of the 7 great sects lying disorderly on the ground. Magnificent and spectacular. Oh ho, not bad. Left quite a few backup plans. The 7 great sects all became cannon fodder for you. Heaven has a road you don't take. Hell has no door you barge in. I'm so scared. Burning energy C has limited time. Too lazy to waste words with him. Bang bang. Palm prints surged. Ming Shirin's movement was flexible, dodging palm prints one by one. Faster, faster. Injured. Movements are so sluggish. Fongqinghe was vexed. Palm momentum like mountains overturning seas. Palm prints getting larger and larger. Ming Shirin retreated continuously, retreating all the way into the forest. Fongqinghe suddenly retreated in midair, gaze searching the forest. Deliberately luring me? You are quite smart. Fongqinghe sacrifices avatar. Pity you are still too green. Under the state of burning energy C, he had to solve Ming Shirin in the shortest time. Fongqinghe stacked his palms, streaks of characters lingering out, pouncing towards Ming Shirin accompanied by the avatar. Ming Shirin wasn't a fool to clash head-on in this situation. Immediately tapped his toes, leaping into the jungle like lightning. Trees seemed to come alive, blocking in front. Hey, I'm over here. Couldn't continue like this. Such a cunning person. It was his first time seeing one. Fongqinghe sensed his energy C, took out a stack of paper talismans from his chest, swiped his index finger, primal energy lingering on them, and threw them down. The whole forest ignited with raging flames. Seeing the fire wasn't big, Fongqinghe did the same again, throwing out several paper talismans. Fongqinghe looked down at the burning earth, simultaneously guarding against other experts that might appear in the distance. You're ruthless. Want to leave? Die for me. Palms together. Dozens of paper talismans thrown out, turning into talisman seals in the air, locking onto Ming Shirin. Fongqinghe mobilized his avatar to go all out, pouncing on Ming Shirin. Underwhelmed realm crushing. All tricks and cunning became meaningless. Avatar landed. Ha ha ha. Must have been crushed into a meat patty. Evil Sky Pavilion disciple, serves you right. Ha ha ha. He had lost the demeanor a sect master should have, and his speech became somewhat irrational. After all, so many years passed. The Evil Sky Pavilion's 9 great disciples. To this day no orthodox sect had killed one. Being able to kill an Evil Sky Pavilion disciple, how great an encouragement and comfort was this? Fongqinghe couldn't stop laughing wildly, almost laughing out of breath. First seal the acupoints on the energy center energy C. Fongqinghe flew backwards. Indeed very strong, so strong it forced out 1/3 of my strength. Earth escape? All insignificant skills, learn for fun. Fongqinghe survived Chi Old Demon's 9-leaf sweep, but was calculated by a small Evil Sky Pavilion disciple. How could he be reconciled? Then let's die together. Burn. Energy center energy C. Ming Shirin suddenly sacrificed his avatar. Fongqinghe glanced at the avatar, saying in a deep voice, 3-leaf? Overestimating yourself. Palms constantly slapped out palm prints. The separation hook in Ming Shirin's hand clashed head on with Fongqinghe. 4-leaf? You are quite something, almost forcing out 2/3 of my strength. Fongqinghe felt his scalp go numb. He underestimated the enemy. You can't kill me. Fongqinghe wanted to continue stabbing. Ming Shirin's figure blurred and disappeared. Fongqinghe's heart tightened. In this short time of flying backwards, he actually felt fear. Was this really pressure given by a 4-leaf? Cold light flashed. Ming Shirin's phantom froze, appearing behind him. You can't kill me. Ming Shirin had a smile on his face, picking up the separation hook sheath. He had some life-saving treasure on his body. To be cautious, he would take it later. For a cultivator like this, even if killed, they might bite back fiercely before death. Fongqinghe being able to escape from Master's hands showed his scheming was not shallow. What backup plan did this guy leave in the canyon? A moment later, Ming Shirin arrived in the canyon. On the ground in the canyon stood dense tree pillars, forming something like a dense plum blossom pile formation. The tree stumps were carved with various patterns. Those patterns glowed from time to time, appearing very eerie. Behind the tree stumps was a wooden house. The wooden house appeared very monotonous, lonely. If not searching carefully, it was hard to imagine someone would live here. According to Fongqinghe, this was very likely a trap, coming from afar. Sorry for not going out to meet you. Such a powerful sound wave. Junior had no intention to offend. Creak, creak, CRE. An old woman with a hunched figure walked out of the wooden house. She leaned on a cane, walking slowly. Young man, you killed Fongqinghe? Such a long distance, yet she could make such a judgment. This old body has lived in this canyon for many years. No one has ever found this place. Only Fongqinghe alone knew. You are from the Shocking Heaven School? Ming Shirin was already ready to slip away at any time, tentatively considered so. Since that's the case, then Junior will take leave first. Wait, this old body promised Fongqinghe one thing. What thing? No matter who steps into this canyon, this old body will go all out to kill them. Ming Shirin was speechless in his heart. This was truly curiosity killed the cat. If he knew earlier, he wouldn't have come even if beaten to death. Don't, old senior. Fongqinghe wanted to kill me. I was forced to counterattack. You can kill Fongqinghe. Cultivation is not low. This old body won't bully the small with the big either. I'll fight you fairly once. No. You overestimate me. I was lucky. Picked up a leak. Got lucky. Didn't this confirm he killed Fongqinghe? You are very brave. Not brave. Hope you don't blame this old body after death. Things this old body promised naturally must be done. Being weak is also good. This matter went smoother than imagined. Fongqinghe overestimated himself, challenging my master. Death was deserved. My master is not a fuel-efficient lamp. Your master? My master is Evil Sky Pavilion Master Ji Tiandao. The old person stood on the spot, somewhat dazed. Still master's name worked well. Scared to pee right? How is your master's condition now? My master has promoted to 9-leaf. Is the world's #1 9-leaf expert today. Boy smelling of mother's milk, wet behind the ears. Think this old body is easy to fool. When did the Shocking Heaven School invite such a great expert? This place was also 100 miles away from Golden Court Mountain, considered very remote. This wooden house and plum blossom piles looked very old. The nearby weeds were taller than people. The old woman had lived here for a long time. What backup plan? Just a life-saving straw Fongqinghe wanted to grab. Old senior, how would I dare deceive you? My master really reached 9-leaf. Still coming? The wooden stumps in front pulled up from the ground, emitting a circle of character seals, smashing towards Ming Shirin again. Ming Shirin leaped up, sacrificing the heaven-grade weapon separation hook sheath. That wooden stump was cut in half. Heaven-grade weapon separation hook sheath? Old senior recognizes it. You are indeed his disciple. After talking for half a day, she simply didn't believe it. Ginger is indeed hotter when old. Not so easy to hoodwink. Old senior, how may I address you? This old body has long faded out of the cultivator cultivation world, asking not of worldly affairs. After this matter ends today, this old body will seal the canyon, no longer interacting with the outside world. Old senior, anyway I can't escape. If you don't believe what I said, go look. Fongqinghe's corpse is still over there. Fongqinghe united the 6 great sects to besiege the evil sky pavilion. My master in a rage swept the 7 sects. His great limit hasn't arrived, healthy as ever. Seeing Fongqinghe's corpse, the old woman paused, sighing. Old senior calling me? Is the old body calling a soul? Ming Shirin quickly walked over. Don't say, that sound of yours just now really sounded a bit like calling Fongqinghe's soul. The old woman grabbed his wrist, a strand of faint primal energy circling out, vanishing in a flash. 4-leaf? I am very wronged. With my cultivation, how could I kill the 7-leaf Fongqinghe? A 4-leaf Ming Shirin could not cross 3 leaves to defeat Fongqinghe no matter what. Moreover, Fongqinghe even burned his energy. See, Ming Shirin wasn't even 5-leaf, couldn't count as a great cultivator. Even a 7-leaf of the same rank might not dare underestimate Fongqinghe. Old senior, there is a sentence I don't know if I should say or not. Fongqinghe uniting the 6 great sects to besiege the evil sky pavilion. This news, you can verify it will later. Fongqinghe ran all the way. The goal was to lure my master to this place. This guy harbored ill intentions, and you still helped him? What this kid said made some sense. This old body tentatively believes you, but if you speak of 9-leaf again, this old body will kill you first. Loose lips sink ships. This place shouldn't be stayed in for long. Better slip away quickly. Many thanks, old senior. Can Junior leave? This old body promised Fongqinghe after all, regardless of what sins he committed. It is ultimately this old body breaking a promise. In a few days, this old body will go to the evil sky pavilion to narrate with him. Tell your master, don't die so early. Speaking of which, haven't seen him for a long time. Before entering the earth, this old body also wants to settle regrets. Ming Shirin was puzzled in his heart, smiling on the surface. Junior will definitely deliver the message. Originally wanted to strip the treasure clothes off Fongqinghe's body. Looking at it now, forget it. With your cultivation, to accept such a timid as a mouse disciple, lamentable. Golden Court Mountain's barrier lit up, so bright that even the commoners of Tangzi Town looked towards Golden Court Mountain one after another. Lu Zhou stopped pouring primal energy. Golden Court Mountain's barrier returned to normal. Lu Zhou felt the surging power in his body receding rapidly, disappearing, cultivation restoring to the original divine court realm. What a wonderful feeling, still somewhat reluctant to part.